Hello there, Sofa Squad. How are you? Welcome to the portal. Hello, everybody. Y'all, yay!
Hi, everyone.
Y'all, before we get started, hey, Cement, it's good seeing you. Y'all, before we get started, dropping a number 1 in the comments. I know that you can hear me or whatever. And then we'll go there. We'll go from there. I hope everybody is doing well. I've been deep in the portal today, doing some meditation. One. Thank you, everybody. Hello, everybody. Now let me switch over to the main room here. Hold on. In the normal chat, it's going to get loud for a second. Hello, my sweet Sofa Squad. Hello, everybody. I hope y'all are doing well. Hey, Chrissy, how's it going? Everybody, welcome Miss Emily. She's our moderator. She's our top dog. She's our friend. She is a lovely human being, and we love her just as we love the Sofa Squad. I hope y'all are doing well. Y'all, it has been pouring down rain today. And so we've literally been watching horror movies. I've been recording Monday's video, which is on Heather Daybell's testimony. We're going to talk about it in a minute. We talk about the Chad Daybell stuff or whatever. So, say, man, Roscoe's being gripey with Derek, and Derek is visiting. Derek, do you have a few words for the Sofa Squad?
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
So, if y'all don't know, Derek's my best friend. He lives kind of in the mountains, North Carolina, and I live more in the central part of North Carolina. He's here visiting for a few days, and we've just been hanging out, watching TV, doing all that kind of stuff, and getting some errands done. He's going to be at Crime Con with Miss Emily and with Miss Me. Roscoe will not be at Crime Con, though. He will be staying behind to be babysat. Brittany says it's pouring right now in Durham. Yeah, it's been like pouring down rain over here, Brittany, like hardcore. Like I just looked down the yard and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like puddles everywhere or whatever, but you know what, we needed it so bad. So tonight, well, first of all, let's only say my little usual housekeeping spiel. So if you're brand new to the channel, I do have another channel. It's the edited channel, I call it. All the links are down below, and it's where I do oh, your mic is popping. Oh, what does that mean? Maybe it's because I'm holding it. Hold on, let's see, tell me if that's better. It's because I might be fumbling it with it in my hand or whatever. How's this? Pull the mic away from you a little bit. Is this better? Okay, yeah. Thank you. Sorry. Hold on. Let's do a test. Derek, say something normal. See if people can hear him.
Can you guys hear me?
Can y'all hear Derek?
They probably can.
Oh, yeah, better. Okay, cool. Better. Hardly. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So basically what I'm getting at is I've got 2 channels. This is the podcast channel. We hang out, we talk, we engage, we hang out with the room, so on and so forth. So that's what we do over this vibe. And the other channel is more of edited films and that type thing. Edited films, videos. So that's what we do over there. So that being said, I want to go over a few things in today's video specifically. What I want to do first and foremost is talk about Crime Con 2024, Nashville, Tennessee. So here's the drill. First of all, let's share the screen so that we can see, so that y'all can see what I'm looking at. Please hold. Good Lord. I swear. Okay, let's see here. Plays out. Okay, so this is CrimeCon Nashville 2024. It's going to be coming up, and I'm just going to go over to that screen real quick. So it's May 31st through June 2nd. So if you're not familiar with this, it says CrimeCon is an immersive weekend-long event dedicated to all things true crime and mystery. So we are going to be doing our official meet and greet on Saturday, the 1st, at 7 o'clock. I will see, well, let's do this CrimeCon 2024 schedule. Let me see if y'all can see this. No. So let's come over here. I want to share this tab instead. Let me see if y'all can see this now. There we go. Okay, so this is the schedule. And we're not going to go through the whole thing, just to give you an idea, whatever you're going to be there. So Thursday, May 30th, it's like a separate event thing or whatever. And I don't even remember when we get there. We might get there on the 30th.
I think we do.
See, this is y'all can't trust me with it. Y'all, I'll show up 5 days later. Emily will be like, "Where is everybody?" Like, Paul, what's going on? I'm like, it's next week. I'm really bad with stuff like this, like really, really bad. Um, Friday the 31st is registration. Welcome to Con Nashville. Beyond the Staircase. Beyond the Staircase. I wonder if that's that Aphrodite Jones. A victim speaks from the grave. That has to be the Staircase, right? So you see some of these events that are going on here. John Douglas leading the charge. Aphrodite Jones meet and greet. The Brixton Axe murder. 4 o'clock. Scott versus Wild Bill, Nancy Grace to be announced, serial killer interrupted, 6:30. Now you see how this works here. Now we're going to show the ticket screen in a second and go over it in a minute, so that y'all know. But so we'll get to that. So last event is at 8 o'clock here, and then Saturday, June 1st, from Victim of Nightmare, News Nation's Brian Enton. So on and so forth. So let's get down here. So this is what's going on. This is my thought process for doing this. So the Clue Awards banquet is a real big thing. It takes place at 8 o'clock. My thought process was I do 7 o'clock, and I will when I get to the hotel, we're gonna find a place to do it. Now, one person was asking me, could we do it so that the general public could get in and not be behind, like say, where you have to go for CrimeCon? 100% yes. We're gonna figure out a place to have it to where thanks, Jenna. I appreciate the sticker. We're gonna figure out a place to have it to where if you're not going to CrimeCon, but you want to stop in and like meet everybody, it'll be that way. You know what I'm saying? However, I got to get there and see what the vibe is. Okay. Meaning where we can have this. So I'll announce it on Friday when we get there. So look on the community tab, look on, the community tab, right? I might do a little short about it or whatever. Oh, thank you, Broken Scout. Just gifted 20 memberships. Shh, the crowd goes well. Shh. We appreciate that, and so do the 20 people. That's pretty amazing. I appreciate that. So we'll announce it then, but it'll be at 7 o'clock. That way, for the people who are wanting to go to the Clue Banquet Awards. And also, here's the other thing. Yeah, I can't be staying up past the banquet awards. I won't make it. Emily can vouch for. Yeah, I go to bed early. Okay, like this is like 7 o'clock. This is big time for me. This is party central right now for me. Okay, 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh please, things are gonna wild up in here. So that's the thing. So, and it's casual. It's chill. Last time we did an impromptu one, and it was literally we just kind of met in this hallway. And what was so cool is literally all the Sofa Squad people, like, we're just instantly talking and hanging out and making friends and carrying conversations, and it was super chill. Um, so yeah, come on, come all. And I've talked to a few about, pardon me, I've talked to a few people about this concept of this. And Chrissy, I was talking to you too about this most recently. This is the vibe of CrimeCon that I like, that I think. And I'll say this and then we'll talk about the tickets and that kind of thing. And no, I'm not one of the creators that has the tickets and gets a little thing on it or whatever, but I'll just tell you my thoughts on which tickets or whatever is good. Anyways, so you easily meet people at CrimeCon. You could literally be standing in line and you just strike up a conversation. I mean, it can be about the most obscure true crime fact, and it's like you've met your people. So if you're somebody who's scared to go or whatever, because I would be, you know what I mean? Like, I'm somebody who would not want to go by myself, or I would be insecure or whatever. You could easily go and just, you know what I mean? Like, meet people, and it's whatever. And you don't even have to go and try and meet people. You can just go to your little events and then leave. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very open, welcoming crowd, is what I found. So that was, oh, Dwayne, thank you. Dwayne gifted 5 memberships. Shh, the crowd goes wild. Shh. Yeah, Emily says I would go solo too. Yeah, I'm somebody who can be a little apprehensive about stuff, but now seeing how it's gone,
It's not intimidating.
yeah, Derek says it's not intimidating. So yeah, so know that. Now, let's go back over here real quick. So that's my thought process is we'll do it then. That way people, and again, like if people are hanging out talking, well, they can go do their own thing. And that way it's not coinciding with, um, the other thing going on, the thing there. And so the Sunday, you see, it's kind of like a morning type situation. We're leaving Sunday morning. So we'll probably be getting up Sunday morning and going, probably have like meeting up with Emily, having breakfast, whatever we do, and then heading out there at some point. And that's kind of it. It's going to be kind of a real quick little CrimeCon trip for us. So let me go over to this other screen now and let me share this one. Hold on, I'm going to give the thing to Derek real quick. Yeah.
I was going to say, while he's pulling that up, for anybody who's like within driving distance and you don't want to do the full package or want to get a hotel room, etc., um, it's definitely something that you could go to for one day and you would get a good sense of it because they have room or like a big conference room where or a lot of creators are there, and they have their little booths and merchandise. A lot of them give out free pins, free T-shirts, or free ball caps, different things like that. That's kind of open to the public as well as I remember. I think it is. I mean, to me, they never seem to like check my ticket where they would want to see you wearing a badge as if you wanted to go into one of the presentations, the presenters where they're doing those interviews. And those last, and correct me if I'm wrong, Paul, they usually last about an hour. So you go in, you sit down and you really get into it and you listen to them, and then you can just, it's not super long. It doesn't get boring. And then you'll go to the next one. So you get to pick and choose where you want to go. Because a lot of times there's multiples going on at the same time, maybe 3 or 4 within the hotel. But yeah, don't feel like if you're local and can drive to it, that, oh, it might be overwhelming. No, you should go spend the day, or you can do it in a day as well. So I'm going to give you back to Paul now. Thanks.
Thank you for that brief messages. But yeah, he's totally right. And yeah, so that, like, if you're looking to just like, you want to meet like your podcast people or YouTube people or whatever, um, you can totally go do that. Like I know Stephanie usually always has a booth. Annie Elise, I might be saying her name wrong. She's going to be there. I mean, several other people. We're not going to have a booth. We didn't apply for it this year. We're just gonna be walking around. So if you see us, just come say hey. Hey, Smog Hobbit. Smog, they did one in Orlando. That was the first one that Derek and I went to. Wasn't it? Oh, no, I'm sorry. We did Vegas.
Vegas first, and then Orlando.
That was last year, Orlando.
Yeah, last year was
Oh,
Orlando.
it seems like 2 years ago. So, but yeah, so that's all going to be there. Yeah, she's really great, Smog. And also, y'all, while we're here, let me thinking about it. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., we're doing our members chat. So depending on whether you're a Patreon or a channel member, just look on the community tab or Patreon, and I'll post the link to it in the morning, like a little bit before them. So just know that, okay? So anyway, so that's that. There's going to be cowboys. There's going to be cowgirls. We're in Nashville. Morgan Wallen might be throwing some damn chairs at us. We don't know, okay? We got to be on the lookout now. Morgan and Post Malone with their new song. Pardon me. So anyway, so that's the CrimeCon stuff. And again, I'll be posting along. We'll go live from CrimeCon when we meet up with Emily, and doing the whole 9 yards and all that and whatnot. So yeah, so it will be fun. Oh yeah, but I forgot. I'm sorry. The whole reason I went over there with tickets. Roscoe, honey, I'm aware of you. See, no, I don't want you. Nope, I don't want you. Roscoe's been very, very, very all up in it today. Okay, so here is the tea on the tickets, if you will. Okay. The tickets are register now, $3.99 for this. Again, and it's for standard badges provided. Honestly, it's expensive. It's sold out anyways, and depending on what you're wanting to do, you don't need the gold ticket. You don't need the platinum thing. Unless you want to go to the Clue Awards and that kind of stuff, you don't need any of that stuff. Okay, but again, unless you're trying to do all that, the standard ticket is just expensive enough in my opinion. Um, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not cheap. And it's just enough. Interested in a discount. Now you can do this stuff too. And a lot of the people that I talk to that go there that volunteer and do stuff like this, they absolutely love doing that. And they offer discounts for military members, active, retired, law enforcement, people like that. So it's pretty, pretty cool what they do. But just know that
And keep that in mind for next year.
and keep that in mind for next year. We do not know where it's going to be at next year. I'm okay. So I have no insider information on this, but I think it's going to be in Austin. I'm just going to say we don't know if we're going to go. We don't know if we're going to be able to go next year or not, but we've been sitting here like if it's in Vegas, we're going to try and make it happen.
Absolutely.
Chicago. I don't know about Austin. If it's in Orlando, probably not going to make it. But we'll see. So wait, I thought they said Vegas for 2025. Well, if it is Vegas, it is Vegas. It will be.
2 years ago.
Derek was very popular on the streets of Vegas. He was proposition set. I mean, the ladies of Vegas absolutely loved Derek, and they chased him around. I was like, well, my gosh. I mean, you can't take him nowhere. I can't take him nowhere. I was like, Lord mercy. These people are just wilding out here in damn Vegas. So anyway, so that's that. We're very excited. I'll have little swag bags to hand out to people I meet. It's, obviously I'm not going to have tons of them. But that's what we kind of did last year. And so there's that. Smog says I want to last 10 minutes in Vegas. Well, here's the thing, because of our stuff. Well, I should say both of us. So my sorry butt, again, I'm just like, it's 7:00, time to go to bed, get up for the gym, some ungodly hour in the morning. Don't want to gamble, don't want to drink. I mean, it is what it is. But that was our first time going too. I would be a little bit more relaxed. It was the Paris Hotel last year, or I'm sorry, 2 years ago. And it was fun. The food, oh my God, please. Y'all, we ate our weight. Okay. It was amazing. And then we kind of did sightseeing stuff. We did that in Orlando too. And there's some things that we're thinking about in Nashville if we have time. So we'll see. Oh yeah, Ireland would be awesome. Okay, so now let's talk. So here's a few things I want to talk about tonight. We're going to be kind of do general case things. So again, one of the things I want to tell y'all, I'm almost done with Control Alt Desire, the Grant Amato 3-part series. In fact, when we're done here, I'm going to watch some more of it. I'm going to make a big video on it, like a summing up and that kind of thing, because there is a lot of stuff in that, y'all, that was not in some of the stuff that we've seen. If you're unfamiliar with it, Grant Amato is the dude, this is down in Florida, who, I mean, y'all, in fact, let me pull the damn thing up. Hold on. See, I don't know you. Do you need somebody to credential you? I want to pull this picture up because this is what I forgot, the severe cringe that Grant Amato gives. And so I was like, yikes, when I pulled it up. I had forgotten how bad it was. So when I started watching the thing, I was like, the cringe is so painful. I'm talking so painful, y'all. But that's no matter what you do. But you're seeing Grant being interviewed by this dude constantly, or not constantly, but like for 4 years on the prison phone calls and stuff. And he's talking about the crime and all this type of stuff. And you're hearing these interviews, whatever. So yeah, it's still Grant cringe. I mean, the video stuff of him, you're just like, oh my God. He still, like, legit thinks that woman, in my opinion, he still thinks that woman loved him. And I'm like, dude, seriously, like, this woman grifted the hell out of you, dude. Hold on, sure. She made so much money off him. That was one dude. Okay, hold on, share screen. Where's Grant? Grant Amato. Grant Amato. Let's go look at Oxygen. Okay, are y'all seeing the same thing I'm seeing? Hold on. Okay, this is Grant Amato. So Grant Amato decided to... Wait, where'd y'all go? Let me get rid of some screens here. Grant Amato. Grant Amato, Florida man guilty of killing family over his love of a cam girl. Not only did he fall in love with her, he became obsessed with her to the point that she's all that mattered, the prosecutor said of Grant Amato's love interest. He damn near bankrupted his whole family. He was spending 10, 15 grand a day on this woman. And when the pocketbook got shut, he got to killing and took out the very family members that paid his way, enabled him. It was his, him and his brother were inseparable. In the documentary, he says about his brother, his brother was probably the love of his life, did everything for him, took care of him, and that's what he did to thank him. And I mean, it was an obsession. It was a deadly obsession, an absolutely deadly obsession. And it was horrifying. And his poor, poor family. Oh, thank you, CM. That's amazing of you. I really appreciate that. I just want to thank you for your live. I appreciate you being here and joining in on them. And thank you very much for supporting the channel. He looks like a light bulb, Jenny says. He does. And the credit, yeah. Literally, I've forgotten how bad his cringe was because they show some of those original. If you follow the case and the original videos of him in the police interview where he's super calm and it's like he's just been, taken in from the hotel room for his family is slaughtered at their home and he's acting like, well, I don't know what happened. So I think what I'm going to do for my recap video is go to my old video and pull some of that footage to just reference because you can't really express the cringe without just showing it. You know what I mean? Like, here is a sample of the cringe this guy gives. Because especially when he's like doing the cam stuff. So he made the secret life up. And the secret life was that he had a BMW, had this big house, he did this, he did that, and all this kind of stuff. And he's just your typical, he's such a dweeb, right? And he's just like, baby, I love you. And in one of the videos, he's like going to the mailbox, he's like, please, will you send me a video? Please. I hate it when you make me pay for them. And I'm like, that's the whole point. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude. And he's like, well, there was a Sylvia part of her, but then there was like this part of her that was like the real part of her that you'd let her, kind of see. She let you see from time to time. And I was just like, oh my God. And you killed your family over this? I mean, seriously. It's like, it's so sad. But so if you're following it, watch it. I'm on the second one. It just takes me a long time to go through it. Yeah, it's on Paramount because I'd stop and make notes along the way and kind of narrate into my notes or something like that. So there's that. But yeah, there's be a lot of more stuff to talk about. So let's stop sharing that. Now, what I want to do is that's my yes. Okay. So y'all, what I want to talk about now is, well, you know what? Speaking of, well, not cringe, but kind of cringe. Let's talk about the pastor. It says, is it North Carolina or South Carolina?
I think the church and the pastor, they were from South Carolina, but she died in North Carolina.
Okay.
I think it's Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Okay, yeah, that's what I've heard. So y'all, this whole new thing going down right now, this new case about the pastor who is, well, he says that his wife unalived herself. The family wants him investigated. He chose to basically bring this to the congregation, which I was just like, what? What I want to do is, so I pulled up one of their old sermons from the church, right? I want to watch just a little bit of it. Roscoe's depth perception is off. And Colleen, I did cover the CrimeCon meet and greet. So real quick recap, it's going to be Saturday the 1st at 7 p.m. The location will be determined. And Duchess of Warminster, thank you very, very much. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to pull up the thing right here and we're going to go over it real quick, the pastor advice. But first, what we're going to do for people who might not be familiar with it or whatever, we're going to look at this Daily Mail article just to go over some highlights of it. Again, he has not been charged with anything at this time. So this is all allegedly. We don't know this is fact yet, so on and so forth. Thank you, Jamie.
My understanding is she had filed for divorce, and that's why she wasn't with him in South Carolina.
Okay.
And she died while she was away, but she had also taken out a restraining order against him, and that's why her family is saying this needs to be investigated more because it's so brand new. But that's why they're pushing this because things wasn't perfect.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay, that makes sense. Did y'all hear that? So Derek said, from what he understands, she had taken out a restraining order. There's a divorce going on. The family's saying he's sus. We need to investigate him. Now you'll see here. Well, let me make sure you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. Okay, yeah. So where are we at? Pastor's wife. Okay. So Pastor's wife, Micah Miller, spoke about abuse and offered support to victims in Facebook video posted weeks before her unaliving. As family reveals official cause of death is still under investigation. Okay, I'm gonna press play on this and let's see what happens. It's probably gonna be a commercial.
With more data.
Yikes. So let's let the commercial play and then let's watch it. Let's watch it together. Please hold. Oh wait, here we go.
So today my heart's a little heavy. I've had a lot of women that have reached out to me about situations of abuse. And I just want to tell you what a lot of people have told me.
Can y'all hear it?
Lately, and reminded me, because I think I forgot. I knew, but I pushed it in the back of my head just because of my situation. But you are the bride of Christ. Before anybody else's bride, male or female, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what gender you are. Abuse.
It does, CM.
And you are the bride of Christ. And my Bible says that he took all the abuse you could think of for you so that you didn't have to live that life of slavery and bondage and pain. Jesus took it all for you. So you don't have to stay in a abusive relationship, whether that's sexual, whether that's somebody forcing you to take illegal drugs or alcohol abuse or physical abuse, psychological abuse, making you think that this is all your fault, or you're a bad mom, or you're a bad wife, or you're a bad husband, or you're not giving it your all when you know you are. God hates divorce, but why? According to everybody I've asked and the scriptures that I've found, it's because it hurts people. But does abuse hurt people? How do you think God feels about that? So I want to remind you, like a bunch of people have been reminding me lately, that I'm God's bride first. And even an earthly spouse who's a good spouse, when they know that their bride is being hurt, just imagine what an earthly spouse does. What do you think your heavenly spouse does when you're the bride of Christ and he sees his bride going through abuse and hurt? What do you think he thinks about that? So, encouragement in all this is, you are the bride of Christ first before anybody else's. And he's got you. And he sees you. And he loves you.
Okay. Very interesting. She was definitely dropping hints in that. You know what I'm saying? Like low key, like all the stuff she was talking about there. Yeah, this is really bad. Okay, and now somebody set up here that it was within 48 hours of the stuff that you talked about, that all this like kind of transpired. So I mean, like that's like not good. Okay, let's come over here real quick. I just want to scroll down here. So Micah Miller, 30 years old, when she was found dead of a self-inflicted, it was a gunshot. Oh, police. I didn't see, this is the first time I was kind of waiting until tonight to like really look into it. I've been seeing TikToks about it today. Okay, so 30 years old when she was found dead of a self-inflicted gunshot in North Carolina on April 27th, spoke about abusive relationship in March 22nd video. Share this with anyone struggling with leaving a dangerous situation because they think God would be mad at them, she captioned the video clip. Daily Mail has learned Micah's death came just 48 hours after her pastor husband, John Paul Miller, was served with divorce papers. I mean, it's like damn clockwork with these you-know-whats. I mean, and then to get up, okay, hold on. And then to get up in front of the damn congregation and do all that. Okay, so let's go through this real quick. Just weeks before she died from a fatal gunshot wound, pastor's wife, Micah Ikesia, at Sia, I can't do the middle name, Miller 30, posted an emotional Facebook video in which she spoke of abuse within marriage and offered support to anyone struggling with leaving a dangerous situation because they think God would be mad at them. Wearing a baseball cap and sports top, Micah addressed the camera admitting, "Today my heart's a little heavy. I've had lots of women that have reached out to me about situations of abuse, and I just want to tell you what a lot of people have told me lately because I think I forgot that you're the bride of Christ before anyone else is, male or female. It doesn't matter what gender you are. Abuse is abuse." Yeah, she's definitely telling people what's going on. Again, here we go. Myrtle Beach pastor John Paul Miller, 44, stunned his congregation at Solid Rock at Market Common Church in South Carolina when, after a service in which he had laughed and appeared entirely at ease, he announced that his wife had died and that her death was self-induced. He then told worshipers that he would be taking a little break and to leave the church without discussing what he had just told them. I thought he said it in the beginning.
No, he did it at the end, and he asked the congregation not to discuss it and to leave quietly and to continue to patronize the church. And from my perspective, he had a little grift in that message as well, which is
asking for money.
Yeah, basically just keep supporting the church. I mean, it's just, I don't know, to me it was a little cringy.
Again, y'all, hold on one second because I want to look up the church. Roscoe, honey, you're going to be okay, buddy. See, no, you won't do. Come here.
It's not even a big church.
Solid Rocket Market Common. That's it? I was thinking of like Myrtle Beach. I was thinking of mega church. Yeah, I'll show it to y'all in 1 second. Okay, is this it? Shot. Okay, it's on them. Are you new here? Yeah, this is it. Okay, let me get back to y'all. So we're gonna switch. We're gonna switch from this screen to the church's screen. Wait, it says permanently closed. Oh wait, let me go look at this. Solid Rock. Let me do another one. Hold on, before I share it. Let's read the Google reviews. Pastor JP. I just moved here with my brother. I don't understand. So, okay, well, is this it? Okay, help me out here. Let me get back to y'all. So, stop screen.
What's his name?
John Paul Miller.
I believe that's correct. The one that you had.
Okay, y'all. Solid Rocket Market Common share. Okay, so let's just forget. This appears to be their website, but let's figure it out. It might not be, and if not, well, then we'll know what they're about. Okay, so I'm 20 in my mind. Thank you very much. You say his current girlfriend's previous husband died in a drowning accident. Make sure that you look that up. Oh my God. That's incredible. Okay, so about us, the pastor. This will tell us real damn quick. Yep, this is it. Okay, here we go. We got. Okay, so let's read about him. Pastor John Paul Miller spent his teenage years playing the piano in churches as well as at nightclubs. He thought church was for fake people who were one way in public and another way behind closed doors. I can't believe they've left that up. It's like the first thing I would be doing is like take this immediately down. Like, I love it when they leave the stuff up like this. Like Jody Hildebrandt left her entire Connections thing up it's probably still up. That's been giving just cringe for, a while now, right? It always, they just out themselves this way. Okay. One day in his mid-20s, he gave his life to Jesus Christ. In 2006, John Paul stepped out in faith and started his first church, Solid Rock Ministries, and Socasti Library. His first sermon was 6 minutes long because he only knew one scripture. His first congregation was his family, a few friends, and several former drug-related acquaintances. Pastor John Paul, PJP, has been involved in the music department of churches all across the Grand Strand area before starting his new church, Solid Rock at Market Common, where he has pastored since 2016. PJP has 5 children: Logan, who is married to his wife Madison, Zachary, Ellie, Asher and Sella. PJP and his wife Micah have a heart to love God and love people. The welcoming, real, and approachable attitude is what has won the hearts of everyone who attends Solid Rock at Market Common. To learn about the rest of the leaders, click there. Okay, now let me make sure y'all are still over here.
I want to read his official statement.
Oh, Derek just pulled up his official statement. Thank you, Dwayne. I appreciate it. Dwayne just donated or gifted 5 memberships. Okay, so this is the New York Post.
That's his direct statement.
Okay. So his direct statement was, I got a call late last night. My wife had passed away. It was self-induced and it was up in North Carolina, Miller said before sharing the details for her planned memorial service. Y'all pray for me and my kids and everybody. You all knew she wasn't well mentally and she needed medicine that was hard to get to her. Remember the comment that she said about the medicine where she made it sound like she was being like forced, like illegal drugs or something? And now he's saying the thing about the medicine. Thank God she made that video. Okay. You all knew she wasn't well mentally and she needed medicine that was hard to get to her. I'm sure there will be more details to come, but keep her family in your prayers. Wait, is that it? Friends of the pastor's late second wife were taken aback over Micah Miller's death and urged officials to look into it deeply. This has to be at least looked into deeply. There's got to be some accountability here, Ken Young told WPDE, because yeah, tragic life was lost, and it's not just as simple as mental health issues. So, yeah. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper. Now, I pulled up one of their videos because I want to see the church's videos of him doing a sermon because I want to see what his general vibe is. I have not watched. I'm gonna kind of put money on. He's giving I'm a rock star, but I'm taking it out, not hardcore, but I'm taking it out on the church stage. You know what I'm saying? Like he thinks he did something basically.
I can't comment on that because the only thing that I did see, I watched the video where he made the announcement.
Was it cringe or?
Yes.
Is that yours or is that mine? Oh, thank you. God bless you. Connections. I'm just reading your things real quick.
And that's if they follow Stephen Furtick. He reminds me of him, but they're two separate people, and I'm not trying to associate anything. So.
Derek says that he reminds him of Stephen Furtick. He runs a church in Charlotte, and he does look like him. Okay, let me get to the thing over here real quick. So about us, we just read that. Are you new here? What to expect? Myrtle Beach church services. You can expect friendly, informative greeters. Would they have 2 service times on Sunday? You'll see people dressed up in anything from jeans. Okay, so that's just, come one, come all type vibe. Missions. So they've done some work in Solid Rock, Africa Mission, Homeless Ministry, Pakistan Ministries. They've done some stuff. Let's see if the blog says anything. Tom, no. Get connected. Oh, Lord, that word connected. I mean, my God. Mom, okay, so watch. Dare we click it? Oh, gosh, sorry, man. Pastor to Palace. Let's go ahead and just click this one. Wait, hold on. Let me see here.
So we're in a series called Pastor to Palace. And, my favorite person in the whole Bible is David. I just love him. And he's one of the only ones in the Bible where we get from childhood to death and all through his life, And we have a memory verse, and it's Psalm 75:7. Put it up there. And this is the memory verse. It's to get you to understand this whole series that it's up to you and God if you're going to get promotion. It's not up to anybody. It doesn't matter who the president is. It doesn't matter if people don't like you. It doesn't matter what enemies you have. It's you and God, okay? So we're going to say this. We're going to remove it off the screen, and we're going to say it good and strong like we memorized it, because the second service has it memorized very well. Ready? Psalm 75:7, go. Promotion does not come without peace or rest, but he So good. Thanks to the ladies. I heard more ladies than men. I did. Either that or you men have very beautiful voices. Okay, so Saul finally died, right? Last week he died, and we know that pride was the reason that God didn't protect him. And
He really does. Abelus, I hope I'm saying your name right, but thank you. You just gifted 10 memberships. We greatly appreciate it, and I'm sure the people who receive them do. Do as well. Thank you very much. That's awesome. So he's more country western than like mega church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a small church.
Yeah.
Myrtle Beach is a small community too. In reality, it's not a huge town.
I want to. Okay, so here's what we do with this. So let's do this. Boom. Wait, stop. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me go over here. Okay, there. Okay, there you are. Okay, I want to look up. Hold on. What are you doing? I don't know her. Roscoe's like, what are you doing? I want to try and find. I'm gonna look this up. I want to try and find the specific clip of him saying that part about that. You know what I'm saying? Like and by the way, yeah. That's your gem. I'm just looking this up on the other screen, y'all. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Reddit. You can always count on Reddit. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, hold on. What about? Okay, y'all. We're gonna. Okay, this is interesting. Remember, this is Reddit. We are literally just looking at this. This is not confirmed. We don't know, but please hold while I share the damn screen. Y'all are gonna fall out of your damn chair. Right, Chris Watts vibes completely. Totally. Thanks, Dwayne, and thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. Okay, how do I do this? Present, share screen. There's so many buttons to press. Okay, y'all, this is good, y'all. Okay. Share. Okay, so here we are, Reddit. Where'd it go? Okay, so up at the top, Lumberton, North Carolina plays a part in this. 3 p.m. Eastern, 5/4/24 update. Someone was arrested from the church today. No word on a name yet. Even though this case is new, there is so much information coming out. I will try my best to keep things on topic, but not confusing. I urge you to read until the end. It's going to end up being a huge case. There are a couple of deaths involved, but we are here mostly for the most recently for Micah Miller. Victim Micah Miller, husband John Paul J.P. Miller, father of J.P. Wayne Miller. Come here. Okay, so when Micah was 14 years old, she lived in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and started attending youth group at Solid Rock Church. It was there that the 28-year-old JP started grooming her while he was married to his wife, who he shares 5 children with. His charges when he was married to her, knowingly damaged property, aggravated assault, possession of liquor by a minor, possession of consumed liquor by a minor, possession of cannabis, contribution to delinquency of a child, domestic battery, assault, being on premises after warning. The two got. Hold on. Oh, this is long. This is long, y'all. Please hold. The two got married when Micah was 23 and JP was 37. JP is the owner of the church Solid Rock, and from local reviews ran off a lot of people. And yes, when I was looking at the reviews, there was a few, like, not like people like trolling them, but like literally from a few years ago where people were like, when I first came here, it was real welcoming, but now like whatever happened and I'm done with this place. So I think that's pretty interesting that this is person's like saying this or whatever. Okay, let me get back to it. Okay, where to go? Okay, they got married. Okay, yeah. So he had a misogynistic views, would verbally attack people, and everyone feared for Micah. He verbally, financially, mentally, physically, spiritually, and essayed her throughout their marriage. If she wanted to leave, he would have her committed to the mental hospital. He openly talked about her struggles during his sermons, as did she. JP failed to mention he was the reason for her mental struggles. He would emotionally torture her, make her watch him have you know what with other women in front of her, slash her tires, stalk her, put tracking devices in her car. She was even sleeping couch to couch, terrified of him finding and committing her again. From another friend, Micah escaped JP in February 2024. Friends were hiding Micah. She found out he was doing things with money from the church, and after that, he put her in a mental hospital again. When she got out, she told her friend, I'm not mentally ill, I'm not sick, I don't want to harm myself, and he is going to make it look like I killed myself. He's going to try and frame me. One day I know he's going to do it. The church is not listed with the Southern Baptist Convention, nor is it listed as a nonprofit. This could have been what Micah found out. He was committing tax fraud and had been for years. This last month, she started reconnecting with friends that JP had forced her to isolate from. One message from Micah to a friend on April 5th reads, thank you for your gentle warnings throughout the years regarding my relationship with JP. I know that you knew I wasn't ready to get out, but looking back, your warnings were very helpful when trying to make tough decisions. Definitely have replayed our combos in my head and over the years, wish there was something I could do to get out, and now I've done it. To give you an example of what this guy is like when he preaches, in February 24, here's part of a sermon he read aloud to his churchgoers. A year ago, my wife, they went to Africa. They had a wonderful trip, and she came back with the idea to start a school in Africa. And 6 weeks ago, she goes to the hospital, gets out, and just leaves me. Completely leaves me, drains our bank accounts, and I go, guess what? While you're talking bad about me out there, I'm building a school in Africa for over 100 kids in order to help for them to be fed. Goes on about God. Then one day I'm going to preach to God about getting rich, strong, healthy, finding a hot wife that loves Jesus. That's what I'm going to do. Then he continues to bash Micah, saying, when my wife was in the hospital, I looked at her phone and I counted over the past 2 years, 18 people who had texted her and said, if you ever want to talk to someone about your husband, you can talk to me and say anything. I'll keep it confidential. This made him visibly angry while on stage. I mean, y'all, if all this is true and whatnot, now hold on one second. Let me get back. I mean, seriously. Oh, thank you, Gia61. I appreciate it. Hold on, let me get back to this. I just wanted to check in real quick. Let me go to the chat room. Okay. Michael filed for divorce and a protective order 48 hours before she was found dead. The crime. In her final week, she made plans to get her hair cut, get help with her car payment because she was a little short after paying the divorce lawyer, and planned on meeting friends at church service Sunday. April 28th on Saturday. April 27th, she left in her work uniform to work at J. Peter's, a local restaurant. She never showed. Her body was discovered an hour and a half away in Lumberton, North Carolina. Her cause of death is a gunshot wound to the head. JP was not allowing her family to see her and was pushing for a quick cremation. That was denied, and the family has seen her. Hours later, her husband holds church service as normal Sunday, April 29th. He has no remorse, emotion, and cracked jokes from the sermon. In the last 30 seconds of it, he says, and I'm paraphrasing, but listening to it as I go, I have an announcement. I ask that after it, you leave the church and do not talk about my announcement. I hope you continue to come to church and serve and give, for the next little bit. I'm taking a little bit of a break, and I don't want to have to worry about the church. My break might be a few days or a few weeks. I don't know. I got a call last night. My wife had passed away, and it was self-induced, and and it was up in North Carolina. And we have a funeral for her next Sunday here at 3. And I'm just going on adrenaline right now. Y'all know she wasn't well mentally and needed her medicine that was hard to get. There's a video of this despite JP deleting it from their church YouTube. 3 days later, her husband is seen and photographed at Coastal Grand Mall going into a sushi restaurant with his supposed girlfriend, Susie. He is looking right into the camera. 4 days later, he is seen and photographed in a restaurant called King Street Grill with the same supposed girlfriend, Susie. She is looking at the camera with her eyebrows raised and her hand over her mouth. On May 1st, JP informed a news outlet he could not do their scheduled interview as he was leaving town for a few days. Today, May 3rd, the church is permanently closed. I mean, damn. This is insane, y'all. This is insane.
It's going to be a story to follow.
Susie Skinner's husband, mysterious death. What? girl from recent photos. It was common knowledge that JP and Susie had been dating for years. They have been sharing food and blankets at soccer games, and they've been seen at a water park in 2021. Her then husband, who was paralyzed and lived his life in a wheelchair, drowned in a pool. Oh my God. I cannot with these horrid people. That poor thing. Wayne Miller and other mysterious deaths living in Myrtle Beach as well, arrested for hooking up with a minor and a shower SA charges, and then had the charges expunged. This was in the 90s. He forced J1 visa students who paid to trail to the U.S. to attend his Bible college. Failure to pay, that's the father. Failure to pay them even minimum wage. Failure to provide them with adequate shelter, food, and more. He had federal charges from ICE for abusing the immigrant students. Who does this? Okay, y'all. We're going to, it keeps going, but we're going to just calm it down there. Because I can't keep reading. I'm kind of done there reading there. Thank you, Liz Johnson, for the sticker, and thank you, Pumpkin Porter. I appreciate it. Let's take a break for a second, and not break from here, but just from that, and let's talk about it, and then we'll get back to it. Y'all, this is insane. I didn't know that all this was going. That's crazy.
I didn't know all those details, but I knew it was a popping situation.
So, and this is, Carolinas, this is our neighbors.
It's drivable from here.
So yeah, she was dropping hints. Oh yeah, Leah says that poor paralyzed guy. You already know how he went. You already know what they did to this man, right? Again, the whole thing, they're going behind people's backs, doing this, doing that, where it sounds like out in the open. And then it's like, but again, we were talking about it earlier. It's like, well, okay, they don't want to get divorced in the church's eyes, right. And then money. You know what I'm saying?
Am I correct that the church is closed?
So yeah, it said it's permanently closed.
Like, damn, we can go tomorrow.
I know. Can you imagine if we went live from the Sunday service? Right. It'd be real quiet up in there. I love the fact that he said, "I'm going to drop this bombshell, but y'all don't talk about it."
That was the instruction.
Like, who does that? Pardon me. I know Stormy says, "Hey Stormy, how's it going? Do all the owls in North Carolina have alibis? Maybe an owl did it." Oh my God, Paul should use his chat voice and Derek should use a pastor voice. Yeah, we could have a little show going on. Okay, I'm going to jump back to the article because I do want to finish. I just need to take a break from it for a second. Please hold. Wait, hold on. Okay. He was exposed. We're back to the Wayne Miller. He was exposed for lewd acts in Pakistan a few years back. He was living in a private society at the time called Eden Garden, which was full of younger boys. Remember, he has a history of SA. Jerry Saville, who started a church in Pakistan that Wayne was associated with, passed away on April 14th with no clear cause of death. In a video, you can see them talk about how Dr. Jerry Saville didn't know all the illegal things Wayne was doing and didn't realize Saville was contributing to. Also in Pakistan, he had a plan to make a false accusation in the Pakistan court system because he was about to get exposed for his homosexual relationship and all the SA he was committing there. Dear God, these allegations, we don't know what they were proven to be false by a Pakistan court this past October. He then had his male lover come to America with his Pakistan sister, and Troy, Wayne's friend, was the sponsor to marry the sister so they could come here. An article about Troy from 2003 reads, a former Myrtle Beach area pastor is facing charges of SA. 32-year-old Robert Troy Taylor turned himself into Georgetown County. He's a former pastor at Low Country Community Church in the Murrells Inlet, just south of Myrtle Beach. The charges are reportedly connected to two incidents with 12-year-old boys from more than a decade ago. JP's older son, he has a history of domestic abuse against his wife and served time for hitting her over the head with a glass bottle. Search the hashtag Justice for Micah on Facebook, and you can see videos, pictures, text messages. Please ignore the obituary this abuser wrote. It is so disgusting. It paints himself in an amazing light. This is only the beginning. Her death was called unaliving, but Robeson County is investigating it, and all this information has been sent to our local police department. A protest is being held on the public property outside of the church and walk around a few blocks Sunday 9 a.m. Even though the news came out today, they are closed. This is for Micah. One of her last videos she uploaded was her speaking about her abuse. We just watched that. Sorry if this is confusing. Edit to add. Okay, so this, and let's make sure we give this person discussion. So this is by blah5523, I guess is the poster's name. And this is on Reddit. So there's that. The first comment sums it up. The first comment right there. I mean, that sums it up right there. I mean, come on. I mean, damn. Oh my God. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate it. And then thank you. Let me see what I missed. Thank you, Tracy, and thank you, Tracy. There's two Tracys. Or no, I see it's the same Tracy. Thank you, Tracy, for both of those. I appreciate it greatly. Y'all. My God, that poor, she knew. That's why she was dropping those hints. God knows what. But I mean, you hear the thing, like, it's been going on for years. I know that comment, y'all. Comment summed up exactly my damn thoughts right there. That first comment. That's all you can say. Jesus. And then the poor husband, the guy who died, they just probably rolled him in the pool and let him drown. My God, that is insane, y'all. That is insane. So there's that. This is obviously unfolding, right? This is gonna keep getting worse and worse. I love how he's like, it might be for a few weeks, it might be for a few days, but I'm like, oh, honey, you ain't coming back to church, okay? He went out he's probably trying to get everything in order, this, that, and the other. He wants to make sure he knows. But again, these narcissist types like that, who does that and then even brings mention to it at the sermon? Right. Like, I wouldn't have said one word. I would have called out sick or whatever you do in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you do when you run the church. If you call in talking about, hey, can't make it or whatever. That's what I would have done. I know Liz says at the end of the service too. Seriously, I thought he did it instead. So this is what I thought. I thought he was like, instead of our sermon, I need to tell y'all news. I didn't know that he had the damn sermon, laughed and all that. It was like, oh, by the way. Right.
And that's when he instructed everyone to leave.
My God. That is crazy. Okay, so yeah. Hey, Kate, how's it going? Yeah, I'm expecting him to run for the country. They better be watching him. They better be watching him. Pardon me. Now, excuse me. I know, pardon me, baby girl, and say, hey, baby girl. She says, I don't understand these types of people. I know if I knew someone was involved in a murder, I'm gone. They can turn on you. I mean, seriously. Had church and then closed the news. Wonder if it was an offer to close prayer before. Probably. Well, Roscoe, honey, I hope you're enjoying sitting by the water. We're sitting by the water, but it's rain puddles.
Yes.
Trish, that's Derek. So this is for everybody's just joining. This is my friend Derek. He's visiting from, I always say the mountains, but not really the mountains, the foothills. Right. So he'll be at CrimeCon with me. Yeah, so he's my good friend. We've known each other for what, 20? At
least
20 years? Yeah, a long time. He's basically family.
Right.
Yeah, I might, now that I've sat there and looked at all that, I'm like, I'm gonna try and make a video on it. So speaking of, and this is gonna segue into a couple of things here. Oh, thanks, Dwayne. Just gifted 5 people memberships. We do appreciate you, Dwayne. Oh, Melissa says, I wonder if they pass a plate before or after the news. Girl, that he was going to make sure that plate did not suffer.
The plate came first.
The plate came first, Derek said. Okay, the plate came first, and then he said, look, he hyped everybody up. He probably passed that damn plate around. He said, dig deep today, y'all. Dig deep in those damn pockets. I need bail money. Okay. Thank you, Art. I appreciate it. I know I've got to get with the mic situation here. She said Derek needs a mic. We need to, yeah, see, I need to switch this.
We'll work on it.
Plate probably came before and after, right? After, so it came before. Brittany says the plate came before and after. He said dig deep. He dropped that bomb, and he said the plate's going back around again because we gonna need it. I mean, we gonna need it. Filleth the cuppeth uppeth. Okay. I mean, my God, just a wretched man. Okay. So, pardon me. So speaking of it, so tomorrow, no, wait. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. Reminds me of the cop who turned his girlfriend because she tried to leave. He held her down while she kept saying, I'm not crazy. He won't work. Yes. And thank you forever. Yeah. I remember that case. Tomorrow's video is I don't know if you want to call it the Cringe Binge Book Club, but I review and read excerpts from Gypsy Rose Blanchard's book. It's like a 2-hour video. I don't read it verbatim. I just picked out some highlights of it to talk about because some of the stuff that I read in there that I didn't know about the case before, I was like, oh my God. But I was also, I'm not going to lie, y'all, I was going through trying to get information to inform me about all the stuff going on with Ryan and Ken right now, which there was some in it. So that's tomorrow's video. But Monday's video is going to be on Heather Daybell's testimony. Okay, so I watched her testimony today. I'm kind of like a couple of days behind. You know what I'm saying? Like the testimony, so I pick it up and like that's how I'm going through the trial when I can't watch it. It's been very crazy busy over here with stuff. So I watched Heather Daybell's testimony today in the Chad Daybell trial. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, I mean, my hat's off to this woman. Okay. If you have, pardon me, if you haven't watched, like, you know how like some parts of the trial can be kind of like whatever. Oh, there's interviews on Hidden True Crime. Oh God, I'll have to go check that out. She called Chad out. She wasn't putting up with his BS. And this is like way before, like when he tried to grift her and Matt, his brother, it's his sister-in-law. He was trying to grift them when this first came, right? So she was calling him out then. She was like, no, I don't believe any of this. She's sending letters to people talking about, here's my thing. The fact that she was like, we moved to be specifically away from the family and we told him, do not move here. And then he moves half a mile away. Who does that? Like, who does that? It was so obvious that Chad was like grifting him, and the way she describes him. And okay, y'all tell me what this, if you watch it, tell me what your opinion is this, because I touched on this in the video that I recorded, but then also I'm just curious. Okay, so like, you know how she was talking about in the video or in the testimony about how she's like, no, we didn't have a problem. I had a problem with Chad and then not with Tammy at first. This was the vibe that I got about her to Tammy. Almost like she felt bad for Tammy. Almost like by proxy of Chad, they eventually had a problem with Tammy. Almost like it was like, because it's like that Tammy's like, I mean, that was her man. That was her family. You kind of got to go along with, the thing. Because remember how she was talking about, okay, Tammy would, Chad would say that Tammy would roll her eyes at his idea, but then he go pray, or she go pray and come back and agree or whatever. And I'm like, well, she kind of had to, you know what I'm saying? Like it was, I mean, what else is she going to do? She's trying to keep the peace. And so I got this feeling that it was like thank you, Dwayne, that it was almost like she felt bad, because it was Chad's the issue. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. Stormy says the video where she speaks about Chad bringing Julie Rowe onto the property to show Julie where they would set up their white tent city is unmissable. Oh, where is that on Hidden True Crime? Yeah, Chad would totally manipulate Tammy, and I think that Heather could see that. You know, it's almost like, I mean, again, it's like, you know how it is. He was abusive towards her. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, going on to get on type thing. I also love how she talks about the Julie Rowe thing in the beginning. Now I'm talking specifically about the testimony. So yeah, it's on there. Okay, cool. Um, when she's talking about the Julie Rowe thing, about how that was the scandal with that and everything in the beginning. Here's my thing, y'all. Here's my thing with Chad in general, but especially Julie Rowe. I think Chad got hooked up with Julie Rowe. He's going to publish her book. He saw that there was a grift there. He was like, well, wait a minute. She, you know, has these followers. She's filling up the tabernacle. People are buying this. So he was like this. He's like, I want a piece of that. So he saw, oh, she's filling up these seats in Rexburg, wherever she was at. So Chad to me steals other people's ideas and makes it his own. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, I'm gonna grift their idea, and that's what it is. And so he kind of like steals their thing. So in this instance, he kind of sees Jelly Roll. He's not Jelly Roll. That is Julie Roll's new name, Jelly Roll. Susie has renamed her Jelly Roll. He sees Jelly Roll's books. They sell whatever. He wants that. So all of a sudden, Chad has visions. All of a sudden, Chad has, you know, whatever you call it, divine, see through the veil, portal, this and that. And I'm like, it's just a grift. It's just, yeah, Chadson, I own a pair, and how are you doing? He's an opportunist, 100%. And I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, he's ripping off Julie Rowe. I mean, please. If you don't know who she is, just Google Julie Rowe Barnett, and for God's sakes, you won't cringe. Look up her damn TikTok. I'm talking crawl under this damn desk right now, cringe, okay? I mean, hardcore pain. In fact, let's go. Hold on now. Let's go see what she's up to. Every now and then, when I'm reminded of her name, it's bad. She was doing feet talk for a bit. Yep, Julie Barnett following right. I mean, yeah, putting her feet up on there. Oh, she's still doing it. She's so creepy. She has a book, but you know she would copyright strike me if I did it. Why post this? And people, this is what scares me too. The fact that people, she's selling out a thing. This is all it is her. I'm just flipping through her TikTok. Oh my God. Here, hold on. Take Roscoe. I got to show this one on him. Okay, I found this one, y'all. I'm not playing it so the sound or whatever. Still think I'm just crazy? I use this crazy to heal myself and thousands of others. Do the math. You lose, bro. That's exactly how she would say it. When some people just call you crazy, but you use your crazy to heal thousands and others. There's just nothing behind that. I mean, oh, she's still doing remote view proxy sessions. I cannot roll my damn eyes hard enough at this. In fact, let's go look up her website real quick. Let's see how much she's charging for this BS these days. She's famous now. She probably rolled up those damn prices. Julie Rowe Barnett. Hold on. She's like, look, she's got, what's that damn thing? Cameo? She's doing Cameo. She's doing Cameo. I'm just joking. I don't know if she is or not, but I would 100% buy one. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Where are y'all? Healing by a shark. 100%. 100%. I own a pair. I roll my eyes so much. I have 3 eyelids. She probably is stone, right? I thought for a second that this was tipping over the whole desk. It was like an optical illusion or something. Julie Rose done proxied me. I thought the damn desk was falling over. Good God. Well, it is 8:09. That's like, I might as well be in a sleep deprivation. Okay, let me go find Julie. We're going to look at Julie's website real quick. I just love the little rabbit holes that we end up on. It's what makes this so fun. Julie Rowe. Dear, brace yourselves. The cringe. I mean, she's... I just didn't even know what to say about that, but I mean, I get she's pretty here.
Yeah, there, yes.
So, okay, so Julie, she's an author, an author, a podcaster, a teacher, the founder of nonprofit organization, the Greater Tomorrow Relief Fund, co-owner and founder of several for-profit companies. Julie Rowe Energy, Scapegoat Distribution. I can't believe she has the name. Scapegoat Trucking, Scapegoat, and Wasatch Wake Up. She anticipates more startup companies. I mean, how many damn startup companies does she need? Donation list. Sessions. This is what we want. Okay. Past life regression. I need a damn emergency proxy session, girl. I'm not lying. I need an emergency proxy. 20 minutes, $88.
What's her accreditation? Okay, enough said.
We could do this. We could do this.
That may not have heard my question.
Oh, Derek said, what's her accreditation? I gave him side eyes. I said, we could do this. We can make up our little website right here and be just as credentialed and start charging $88. So the proxy sessions, hold on, where is it? So the proxy sessions are where she's going to channel. See, this is not a phone session. I will work silently from home as a proxy for you. Energy clears the same as I can go faster in a proxy session like this, so I can clear more for the client in less time. This will enable the client to go about their regular daily activities without interruption to their schedule. There is no phone call. I do not take notes or send notes. That slows the energy down and makes it stick. Basically, you're just giving this damn woman $88.
Absolutely.
You know she's not doing anything. You know she's not doing anything. She's taking a damn cigarette break and sending thoughts and prayers.
You know what I'm tomorrow? I'm going to be working on my website.
Derek said he's going to be working on his website tomorrow. I'm talking, this is where you manifest easy money. This is what I'm talking about. A 30-minute session is 124. 60 minutes is 224. Now that's just that. I mean, it goes on and on. She used to do dance session things, and she do on her TikTok. I mean, and I'm not joking. You'd be like, what? Or she'll do these hand things where she's like, you think she's doing weird sign language, but she's like doing this like stuff. It's bad. I mean, you're like, what is this?
I know what our stitch will be. We'll do talking in tongues.
She's talking in tongues. She's doing it. Other thing that came out is that Chad was talking to another woman. She'll come to your port. She'll come to your port. Shoot, no phone calls or anything. Never mind. Make a fun live. Oh, that would be fun, Jenny. That would be fun. Okay, hold on. Let me go to the. Oh wait, where'd y'all go? Okay, in-person touch therapy. $200 for an hour. This is individual in-person one-on-one energy sessions with Julie at Vasa Gym. Each session will be guided by the client in regards to what is needed at the session. 60 minutes. Schedule this impact more than a week in advance. No cancellation, non-transferable. Let's go to her event. Roscoe, do you want a Julie Rowe event? Zoom. Meal sessions. I mean, she's always got something going. What's this? It's going to be the damn Denny's. Golden Corral. No. Women's Retreat, Golden Corral. Hold on. We will bring balance back into your busy life. It's in Utah, of course. I just don't think I could ever look at Utah the same after all these cases. Neon Sky Band is coming to our next fundraiser. Is that her husband's band? See, that's a cute house. Early bird pricing below. Now we rise, early bird. The whole weekend is 300. I mean, that's not that much. Not that I'm saying I'm going to get it, but I mean, okay, hold on. Utah's like Wisteria Land, a different housewife. Do you have any concern about what the jury is thinking? Some of the manipulated statements that Prior made got me a little nervous. Thank you, Chrissy. I don't know. So I have not watched the trial verbatim so far. So yeah, like back to or Chad Daybell. I have not watched it verbatim, but I don't see how you can get out of like. I mean, it's like just like let's put it this way: just the Tammy. Hold on, just the Tammy Daybell testimony, not her testimony, but about that situation. I don't know how you get around it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't know how you get around it. Do I think the jury could believe some of it? I mean, probably. I mean, at the end of the day, Pryor, he's annoying. I can't stand him, but he throws everything he possibly can. You know what I'm saying? So I think he brings up some good points. Like the video that I did, I don't know if it was this morning, but where it's talking about the bruising and stuff. I was like, yeah, he brought up some good points about, well, you don't technically know this or that, or that she was prone to this or that. But at the end of the day, I was using this as an example. I'm like, he painted the picture of probably how Chad held her down, or Chad and Alex, however it played out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll be shocked if he's not found guilty. But at this point, I don't know. Hold on, I'm just reading your comments real quick. So yeah, so Monday the video will be Julie versus Jody dance off. I'll pay for that. Thank you, Triella. And yeah, can you imagine Julie versus Jody? I mean, I think that they're probably fans of each other. Like 100%. Yeah, the veil. Jenny says he made points for sure, but he's no Portal. The veil is still thick with this one. Amen. Amen. Yeah, Andrea says love Hidden True Crimes post. She keeps us it went away, but basically informed on Chad's reactions. That was another thing that Heather was talking about, where she was saying like the reactions that he had and how he was and whatnot. Where it's like there's nothing there. There's just nothing there with him, right? And so, and the talking about like he seems to react crying wise and whatnot, like how somebody else react. You know what I'm saying? That type thing. Paul, who would win a mud match, Julie or Lori? Oh, that one's I think it would be a damn good fight between those two. They've got some serious anger issues. I think Julie would end up winning because I think Julie is from the streets a little bit more than Lori. Like she could throw down. Yeah, he mirrored people. Now the other thing going on is this the case, the treadmill murder case. I was gonna do a video on that one because of course obviously I fell into that. I was like, oh my god, this poor little boy. But I haven't watched outside of the first day of stuff like opening statements, obviously the video, that type thing, which is very hard to watch. I'm kind of surprised it was out there. A Pryor hate club. Can't you see John Pryor being at the damn crime con though? That's the way. Yeah, True Crime said jury member was looking at Chad with disgust during testimony. Wait, on Chad, Mary, and Lori said faster between his death. Love cat, yeah, and here's the other thing too. When Heather was see, I keep going back to Heather. So that's what I was doing right before I came on here. So that's why I'm going back to Heather. When Heather was talking about Chad brought Lori around, and he's like, this is who she is, and Heather's like, who is Lori? And, oh, I've been dating her for like a year. You want to meet her? And she's like, no, I don't. I'm like, thank you. This is one thing I said in my video about Heather. I was like, this is the normal reaction to Chad's BS that we were hoping to hear from everyone in this case. Not everyone, but I'm talking about like Melanie Gibbs, Zulema, Alex, the people who were like, low key, like going along with all the stuff they did. Heather's reaction, April Raymond's reaction, that's the normal reaction to this BS blasphemy that Chad was going forth to everybody with. Was like, no, I don't want to meet Lori. I'm not interested in, like, what are you talking about? That we're the chosen ones? That my house is going to be the temple? Are you crazy? Like, literally, are you crazy? Like, no, don't even move into my neighborhood. She was warned in the damn church. She knew he was going to grift. A grifter's going to grift. Yes, I do too. Heather said, don't bring that to my... Yeah, she was like, no, honey. She's like, not today. Not today, Satan. And Satan that was who she was dealing with. And when he was like, calling her, he's like, the pot stirrer. And I love that she's like, well, other family members that call me the pot stirrer. And I'm like, she just doesn't put up with anything. She's just going to call BS when BS is presented, especially with Chad. And I think I said in the video, I was like, if more people had done this, we might not be in the situation we're in right now, because the only people that were calling BS, and it's different levels, is Kate, Larry, obviously Heather. Oh, thanks, Lolo. Thanks for being here for 2 months. Yes, the Chad voice is very good. I ordered, if you were here in the last live chat, I ordered that book. What is it? Victory of Gods that I talked about. Is it Victory of Gods the book that they all go by? Well, I ordered, Emily sent me a link to a thrift place so that it doesn't go, you know what I'm saying? So we aren't giving money to anybody who actually did it or whatever. And that'll be the next like cringe binge, like actually read verbatim book. Cause I looked into it a little bit and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be good. Visions of Glory. Thank you. What did I say? Victory of God. I mean, I just make stuff up. Something, yeah. I'm just reading everything here. So y'all, look, we are going to have to go because our dinner is buzzing. And the thing, we are having chicken pot pies. Thank you very damn much on this rainy day. And we're going to watch a scary movie. I am desperately, when I say desperately, trying to get the scary movie review channel back up. I just need to make the set. And when I say make the set, I just need to put my little collectibles out again and do it. So yeah, so we're having chicken pot pie, watching scary movies. I know, I could try it. So there's that. So look, y'all, thank y'all so much for hanging out. Thank you for being part of the Sofa Squad. Thank you. Derek says goodbye. And Derek says, thank you, Emily. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see y'all in less than a month. I appreciate y'all. Now, remember, if you are a channel member or Patreon, we'll be meeting in the morning to do our, when I say the morning, 10 o'clock here Eastern time, on the, whatever you call it, member. I'll post the link on the members thing here or on Patreon is what I'm getting at. Just be on the lookout for it. Good Lord. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So anyways, y'all, I love y'all. My sweet Sofa Squad, I love you. We're going off to the portal to have chicken pot pies now. You've been a pot stirrer in my life, and you know that. Roscoe, you want to talk about pot stirrer? Say, oh my God! All right, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Emily, for being here and holding the fort down. We get to see you in less than a month. I do appreciate it. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful evening. Stay dry out there if you're in North Carolina, because it is crazy here with rain. And that's it. I will see some of y'all in the morning, and then some of you whenever we see you again on the other channel. Y'all take care. I love y'all to death. I will see y'all soon. Wait, hold on. Sorry. I keep pressing the wrong button. I love y'all. We'll see you.